top corner. Hi, welcome back to Jolty Plays. We're on Final Fantasy 14 again. Oh, and apparently last night when I couldn't figure out why the cat box thing had moved over here, apparently it had done it between my second and third episode of Wildminder. So it didn't get caught on camera, so I still don't know how it got moved. I went and I looked. I couldn't find it. At the beginning of the third one, it was already over here, but about halfway through the second one is about when my daughter brought it over, and it was against the wall. So it had moved from against the wall at some point between episode 2 and episode 3. I don't know what happened. That was weird. Anyway, we finished the Rama raid for Eden when we were doing the Christmas event. I can't believe I'm on episode 440. That's a lot of episodes. I thought I was prepared to expect anything, but I didn't expect Rama to turn out quite like that. I know, right? He was like a combination of Rama and, what's the name of that horse? The electric one. Ixel? I don't know. I have him as a mount. But yeah, it was like a combination of those two. He is an electric horse, so it makes sense. Appearance aside, he is quite aggressive as well. The self-belief in him as a kindly guardian clearly makes a difference to his temperament. Anyway, I'm just glad it's over. Let's get back to the camp and see if anything's changed. Quick tongue. I'm a summoner. Quick tongue makes sense. Oh, now the crystal's purple. Yeah, sounds like the Lamb Gardens. The crystal's a different color, but apart from that, it all looks the same. It may look the same, aye, but it feels different. Air has grown slightly more humid, as it does before rain. I have to say, I'm not exactly prepared for wet weather. If Eden can control elements and so on, can't you tell it to send those clouds somewhere else? Speaking of which, I'm not very impressed with its so-called powers. If changing yellow crystals to purple is the extent of its abilities, it's no surprise the fairy didn't bother showing up. I hope that whatever's next is more worthwhile. Rather than influencing the ground beneath our feet, Eden hath brought change to the firmament above. Okay, bye, Oracle. I don't want to be in your party anyway. It's fine. And yet, 'tis clear that a more dynamic element is required for the natural cycle of precipitation and evaporation to be complete. So we need movement. Would wind do the trick? Most certainly. Oh god. Garuda? I don't want to do Garuda. Most certainly. It seems we have a plan. Let's not dwell too much on the effects of each individual element and instead focus on seeing them all restored. we still need to do wind, ice. Power of an oracle, not to be sniffed at, it seems. All my life, you were a constant companion, your voice ever seeping into my mind. Why then, of all times, did you abandon me? Huh. Deaf even to the crashing of thunder, or were you simply biding your time? Ow. There's something on my forehead. Firestorm? Isn't that the freak? But wind is. Ere we set out once more, might I ask if thou art familiar with the process by which rain is made to fall? It's an elegant conspiracy! It's an elegant conspiracy! I suppose so. Sorry. I had to point that out. Then thou shan't have difficulty understanding the explanation to come. With the restoration of our first element, the empty was once more blessed with the most essential ingredient in the cycle of precipitation of water. Oh, in the cycle of precipitation, water. Under normal circumstances, the heat existent in the atmosphere would cause water to evaporate from the land's surface. As invisible vapor, it is borne by the wind high unto the firmament, where it doth condense as clouds, before descending once more, returning to the land in the form of rain. It seems we need wind aspected ether to create more clouds. That it hasn't rained yet must mean there aren't enough. And even before that, we need fire aspected ether to make the water evaporate. It seems to me that one's not much good without the other. Why don't you just draw out both elements together? You're suggesting the Jolteon fight two Typeform entities, each one as deadly as Rama, at the same time? Do you realize how absurd that is? And yet, 'tis a notion that doth warrant further consideration. So a combination of of Ifrit and Garuda? Oh God. I don't wanna fight that! Oh, you can't be serious. Cast your minds, if you will, to the elemental wheel I did show to you in the bookman's shelves. Wind giveth rise to lightning, whose spark doth produce fire. By restoring both wind and fire in tandem, we may maintain balance between these dynamic elemental forces. So yeah, I think wind and ice are the only two left. We did water, earth, lightning. fire, wind, and ice is all that's left. Well, and light and dark. But light's already there. So we need to add the darkness as well. So we're gonna do fire and wind together, and then ice? Okay. The ensuing battle shall undoubtedly present an ordeal unlike any Jolteon hath ever faced. I believe, however, that this path doth lead to the prize we seek. I wasn't wrong when I said fire's Ifrit. Oh, so perhaps it's not so absurd after all, eh, Thancred? She's got quite the mouth on her. I wouldn't dream of questioning Urianger's grasp of the science behind it. My concern is for the burden this would place not only on Jolteon, but Rain as well. What do you both make of the plan? I don't wanna. If Urianger thinks it'll work, I'm willing to give it a try. As long as you know what you're letting yourselves in for, you're going to need all your strength, so see that you get plenty of rest. Gaia. Why do I get the feeling that she's going to be the dark element that I have to fight? Seems Rain is reluctant to air her concerns. Now they want me to rally her spirits. Hey, yo! Let's go! Yes, you're right. There's no use in trying to pilot Eden while I've got other things on my mind. It's about Gaia, you see. The truth is that apart from Alize and Alphino, I hardly know anyone my own age. I thought that I should make an effort to be nice to Gaia, but, well, you've seen how she is around me. I understand that she's got her own problems to deal with, but I thought that maybe I could help her in some way. It's not my place to intrude, but I should probably just leave her be until we've finished restoring the elements. After all, that's more important, isn't it? Let me talk to Gaia while you concentrate on the task at hand. Is what I would have said once upon a time. It seems to me that you're the one best qualified to take care of this little problem. I know she can be a bit prickly, to put it mildly, but if anyone can get through to her, it's you. Although we've only known her for a short while, we're all she's got, and I think she realizes that. Just let her know she's not alone, and she'll come around eventually. Alright, I'll give it a try. Do you have any advice? Thancred certainly has the gift of the gab. He'll know what to say. Urianger can talk the hind legs off a behemoth. Why not? Don't ask Urianger! She doesn't like him to begin with. I'm afraid that since arriving in the first, I've had little time to mingle with any of the locals. And I haven't a clue what young women like Gaia would be interested in. That's given me an idea. I'll start with some small talk and go from there. Actually, since before she even woke up, I've been asking Lena about what's popular in the Crystarium. I thought it might be nice to show Gaia around the place one day, you see. So that's what you were doing. I suppose it makes for a nice change of pace from all that studying. And I must commend thee on thy choice of confidant. The captain's powers of observation make her a veritable font of wisdom concerning the behavior of the Crystarium's citizenry. Yes, and now it's time to put that knowledge to good use. Don't let the fear of rejection hold you back. Persistence is the key. Speaking from experience by any chance? Whatever do you mean? Lessons learned from days spent in pursuit of ladies fair, one might suspect. Gosh, you couldn't help yourself, could you? I mean... It's alright, Thancred. Your secret's safe with me. May I remind you that the reason we're here is to create a better future for everyone in the First, which includes you and Gaia. While it might not be might not be on the same scale as bringing life back to the empty, if you're able to befriend her, that will be another way of contributing to a brighter tomorrow. So go on, she's waiting for you. Alright, wish me luck. Rain is ready to approach the decidedly unapproachable Gaia. You'd best observe the conversation from within earshot. Okay. I'm over there doing squats. What do you want? Oh, nothing really. It can wait till later. For all we know, there might not even be a later. If you've got something to say, hurry up and spit it out. Is everything alright? Not feeling strange from being around Eden or anything? Is that what you came here to talk about? Actually, I wanted to ask you. Would you like to go and have coffee biscuits with me? What? Coffee biscuits. They serve them at the second serving in the Crystarium. Everyone's talking about them, so I thought that maybe once we finished our work here, you and I could go there together. Let me get this straight. You came to talk to me about biscuits? She's so confused. Yes, they're light and crispy, and when you dip them in the coffee, they go all nice and squidgy. Squidgy? It's an interesting word. The only reason you're even interested in that in the first place is because everyone else is doing it. Can't you think for yourself? I do what I want when I want. After all, the world could end at any moment. That's not going to happen. Not if I've got anything to do with it. Listen, Gaia, I understand what you're going through. Believe me, I do. But you mustn't lose hope. A new day will come, then another and another. Life's not so bad if you give it a chance. You'll see. Shut up. You think you know me. Even I don't know who I am. Until I find the truth, I'll never be free. Then we'll find it together. I've seen enough pain, enough loss, and I don't want to see any more. And that includes you, Gaia. Aw, that's sweet. Why do you care so much about other people? What have they ever done for you? I'm sure you haven't forgotten how we Yulmorians treated you, the precious oracle of light, like a bird in a cage. And yet you act as if none of that ever happened. So forgiving, so selfless. You and your family brought back the night sky, and you finally had the chance to lead a normal life, but instead you're flying around in a giant sin eater, trying to turn a barren wasteland into some sort of paradise. And for what? I may not remember much of my past, but I'm fairly certain I've never heard of anything so ridiculous. Out of morbid curiosity, I'll see it through to the end. But if you think that makes us friends, you are very much mistaken. Okay. At least you tried. Gaia! I surmised that to keep Gaia waiting over long would only agitate her further. Okay. We tried. She seems like she needs a friend. She seems like she needs a friend bad. I really don't want to fight Ifrit and Garuda together. Are there 8 or 12 fights? I don't know. The diform manifestations of both wind and fire shall require every last mote of thy strength, that thou hast triumphed over such beings in previous encounters, should be at the forefront of thy mind as we commence the summoning. Where are we going this time? Okay. The place called Ash Falls does satisfy our requirements. I believe the fables speak of travelers sweltering beneath the blazing heat of the midday sun, while after nightfall slicing winds did tear at their cloaks. I see. Hopefully it won't be quite that bad when I draw the elements. Rain, my dear, may I remind thee that to focus is not the same as to deny other thoughts. Whatsoever it is that troubleth thee, thou wouldst do better for acknowledging it. Yes, you're right, of course. It's Gaia that I'm worried about. That is well. May thy concern for her lend thee yet more strength. It's time. I'll begin drawing out wind and fire in equal measure. Oh, God. Jolty, we'll only get one chance at this, so let's make it count. Memories of Garuda and Ifrit page through your mind. Oh. Sure, is now available. wind and fire, and then ice. And then, yeah, the last one's probably darkness. Oh boy. I am streaming, babe. We get Leviathan. We get Rama. We get Titan. Six. What are these two? The first one was fighting Gaia, I think. Okay, no, the second one is where we had to fight Gaia. The first one was just taking over. Okay. I don't know. I do kind of like her outfit, though. This was the first event I ever participated in. I was just a little late for the Little Ladies Day parade, or event. I joined while it was still going, but I didn't reach the correct level until it was over with. So the first one I could actually participate in was the one where I got this egg. Yeah. I love how you just kind of wrap yourself around the egg. Meow? My friend Shia is still on the Wild Mender game. Okay. That's it. Goldsmith and... Oh wait, they got crowflies. And they got copper scepters. So Goldsmith actually has... Oh, each one has actually 2 things. Oh, that's interesting. Does it still only 3 things? So they want 3 crowflies and 1 copper scepter. Ah. Oh, I have to be a crafter. So yeah, goldsmiths are 22 and culinarians are 22. Let me just do Oh wait, I don't have to equip those unless I'm doing the actual crafting of the thingies. Supplies were dwindling, blah. Okay, so yeah, crowfly and copper scepter. Wait, what? Oh, my bar. It's been a while since I've been on my crafter. Oh, wow.
It worked! Both wind and fire have answered the call! Green, are you alright?
Ow! What the heck happened there? I have no idea. Yeah. Okay, I got res, but I didn't get healed. Oh, they tag team. Okay. Now it's just free. Oh, God. Ah. I guess I'll just lay her then? Okay. Go. Matchup of both Titan and Reborn. There we go. That was different. I didn't want any of that. That was incredible. I never imagined they would fuse together like that, but you took them down all the same. I suppose the main thing is that we're now 2 elements closer to restoring the Aether of the empty. Let's go and see what difference it's made. It actually worked, just like Orange said it would. Everything we could have hoped for. Indeed, our endeavors have been repaid manifold. I wonder what will happen when we restore ice. Is something the matter? One more element and then what? You'll have achieved the impossible while I'll still be nothing. No memory, no past, no family, nothing. The world has moved on and left me behind. Anyone who ever knew me is either dead or gone. So, Almighty Eden, you can mend this broken world, but you can't restore one girl's memories. Give me my life back, damn you. I still hunger. Extinguish the accursed light. Awaken your true nature. Enough riddles. Tell me who I am. You are. I am. Gaia. Gaia, what's wrong? Reclaim your memories. Fulfill your destiny. I don't understand. Gaia, can you hear me? Get away from me. Amid the sound of falling rain, your voice called from within. Long after the rain passed, your voice echoed on. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to fight her again. We're gonna fight her now. We gotta do Shiva, but maybe we're gonna do Gaia first. All this downpour is precisely the result we were hoping for. The novelty of standing outside in the rain does wear off rather quickly. Not to mention, Gaia's looking a bit under the weather. Let's continue this conversation in Eden's core. Yay, it's raining! Well, if we renew ice, it's gonna snow or something. It's nice that it's raining. It's funny that you can still see the moon through the rain. fairly set forth the elements of ice, I would discuss the manner in which the summoning shall be undertaken. Just tell me one thing. Is this going to bring the empty back the way it was before the flood? While none can say for certain, the change we have observed at points of ethereal intersection doth give us cause for optimism. It may be reasonably assumed that the empty shall continue to transform and in the decades to come regain a semblance of its former state. Decades? I don't think you quite grasp the sheer scale of the damage left in the wake of the flood. It would have swallowed the entire world if Menthelia hadn't stopped it. Even if Rain has inherited her blessings, wounds like that don't heal overnight. After all, the empty has been utterly devoid of life for 100 years. And it might take even longer than that to bring life back. I don't expect immediate results, but I do know that it will stay like this forever unless we do something about it. My sentiments precisely. Only once the final element is restored shall we have a glimpse of the future that awaited those of generations yet to come. You do all this for a world you may not live long enough to see, while here I am so absorbed in my own problems that I spare barely a thought for anyone besides myself. For so long I've listened to that voice telling me what to do, who to be. I was so scared of what might happen if I disobeyed. But I don't want to live like that anymore. I want to be me. Who am I? What am I? Perhaps it's better if I never find out. If Rain's the Oracle of Light, here to mend this broken world, what does that make me? Gaia, the Oracle of Darkness, bringer of misery and death. A monster. It's no wonder they left me. Mother, father, and next it'll be all of you. Then I'll be back where I started, where I've always been, alone. Gaia, is it in the fairy? Is it the fairy? What's wrong? Afraid I might lose control and ruin all your carefully laid plans? No, it's you I'm worried about. Rain, I'm going outside to clear my head. You just do what you need to do, alright? Something's wrong, I know it. That much is clear. If we have a repeat of her first visit to Eden, we may even be joined by those void-sent friends of hers. If you go and see what Gaia is doing, Urianger, and I will stay with Rain. Reen. I know I'm probably saying it wrong. My name is Gaia. That's what you said, isn't it? Eden, the flood. What does it all mean? No, it can't be. Is this what it's been waiting for all this time? Finally, you remember. What is this? darkness that dwells within you, Gaia. The accursed spawn of light are drawn to it, like moths to sin eaters? Now the time of awakening, is it hand? It's going too fast. Jolty, Brain senses sin eaters. What's happened? Don't try to fight them. Just bring Gaia back inside quickly now. What's happened to her? That's a concern for later. First, we must deal with those sin eaters. Jolty, if thou wouldst care to repel our assailants without, I would cast Thancred with standing guard within. I shall tend to Gaia meanwhile. I mean, one of the elements we need to restore is darkness. So maybe we're going to restore darkness and then ice? No. I know there's at least 8. Is there 8? Maybe there's only 7. I don't know. I still have to unlock the next ones on Savage. Oh boy. Oh, I can't teleport inside. Okay, gotcha. It is cool that it's raining. Jolty's sleepy. I need a party, but it seems like my friends aren't on. Annie. Are you my pretty boy? Hmm? Pretty boy? Okay. Okay, crow fly. What do I need to make a crow fly? I know I've made them. Oh, I guess I haven't made them yet. Brass ingot and crow feather. Oh, hush. Hmm? Do I need to go find crow feathers? Huh. Interesting. Okay, where do I get crow feathers? Wow. How have I not gotten any pigment yet? Crow feather. Green tear. sets of crow flies. And then we'll make the other item. It was a scepter of some sort. I guess you can't make shiny crow flies. Oh, it was worth a try. Might as well. Okay, so I did 2 of the crow flies. The other one's a copper scepter. It's a decorated copper scepter. Bronze scepter. I could just make another crow fly. Copper scepter. Yeah, I'll just make another set of crow flies. I know making it shiny doesn't matter, but I'm gonna make it shiny. Because I know I can. I think you get more experience for making it high quality anyway. Even though you can't really do that with the crow flies. I mean, you'd think making a high quality fishing lure would be a good thing. High quality fishing lure would a higher chance of catching high quality fish. Or maybe harder to catch fish? I'm gonna go to upper? Yeah. I do have several characters that got this mount here before it was in the global event. I don't remember if I did that with Jolty on or if I got it in the global event. Ah! It's gonna take me away. I got 1 DPS not readying up. There we go.
So many of them. But nothing we can't handle.
Meow. That's nice. What do we do? Okay. That easy. Okay. I don't know. Oh, shit. I didn't see that. Oh god, what do I do with this? Oh shit. Okay, that's nice. I have no idea what that was. Oh god. I'm glad I missed that. Are we supposed to stand in front of darkness if we're light and light if we're darkness? I think I got it right. Oh shit. Good thing we had a summoner. Both our healers died. I had to bring them back. Ow. Red? Ow. Okay. I was lost there. I guess you gotta pay attention to what color the darkness is gonna go through? Don't go off the edge. I found that out the hard way. I need to get that darkness. Oh god. I'm gonna run it. Darkness. Red one? Now I'm light. Ow. Well, that didn't work. Well, it must be worth something to keep reviving me. That's a good thing. Okay, dark. So I need light. I use the blue one? Ow! Okay. I don't know. He did it outside the dark circle and ended up going inside the dark circle after they got revived. Or after they got teleported. Funny. Yay, we win. Yay, we win. I don't think any of it. She won't wake up. What do we do? What is this place? Where is everyone? So I'm all alone. Even the fairy is gone. Endless silence, endless darkness. Is this what death feels like? It's no use. No one can hear me. How ironic. All those times I wanted peace and quiet, and now that I finally have it, I wish I had someone to talk to. I thought I couldn't stand to be around them, all their interfering and fussing, and yet I was never lonely. But it's no use. Even after everything we went through, my memories still won't come back. There's no future awaiting me, only emptiness. Those memories, they can stay lost forever. If only this pain will leave me. Now I close my eyes and sink into darkness. And then I'll suffer no more. Gaia! Mother, father, wake up! I understand now why wait for tomorrow to claim us. Gaia, can you hear me? This perfect moment never has to end. I'm not giving up on you, Gaia. Say something. What do you want? Please, I'm begging you. Remember all the things we said we'd do. Like going to the second serving for coffee biscuits. I never... Gaia? I never agreed to do anything of the sort. Oh, thank goodness. I was so worried about you. Do you have to be so loud? Yes. Yes, she does. The fairy fell silent, only to be replaced by Rain's voice ringing through my head. I never thought I would be so glad to hear it. Well, she might not have her memories, but at least the fairy is not there anymore. You've all gone through a lot of trouble on my part. For what it's worth, I'm sorry. Anyway, I've delayed you for long enough. Please, carry on with what you came to do. Maybe once we restore everything, maybe she'll get her memories back. Maybe her hair color will go back to normal too, like Rain's did, when she decided she wanted to think for herself. I'm glad you're back to your usual self, but how are you feeling? Much better now, but something is still bothering me. The fairy spoke to me in a dream, and a stream of memories rushed through my mind. I don't recall anything like this happening before, and I'm not sure what it all means. What sort of memories? I can't make any sense of them. They were only brief flashes, seen through someone else's eyes. At least that's what it felt like. Minfilia, that is, the first Oracle of Light, once served Heidelin as the word of the Mother. If the Oracle of Darkness is her counterpart under Zodiarch, then we had best prepare ourselves for the worst. Aye, the night's return did tip the ethereal balance towards activity, which may have served to awaken the fragment of his power in the first. Having thus roused, he did then fix his gaze upon she who had been marked by darkness, Gaia. Marked or no, Gaia is still her own person. Everything all right? It's nothing. Anyway, let's forget all about that for now. There will be plenty of time to think it through once the last element's restored. If thou believest thyself well enough, then I see no reason for delay. Let us forthwith attend to the revitalization of ice. Shiva, then, Jolteon, as the only one here to have actually seen the primal, perhaps you could describe her for us? What do you mean? You guys all saw her. Estinian was there too. A woman named Ysael made herself a vessel for Shiva. She and the great worm, Hrisvelgar, shared an undying bond. So she summoned into her body the imagined essence of someone who lived over 1,000 years ago? That such a thing should be possible. The long since departed Shiva was a source of great inspiration to Ysael, whose method of summoning differed greatly from any we had previously encountered. By the echo did she bear witness to the deeds of the noble Shiva, and thus was she moved to dedicate her being to that self-same cause. 'Twas this devotion that granted her the power of a primal. So she was able to control it herself? Not getting any funny ideas, are you? Just thinking aloud. That's all. Anyway, we'd better get going. Our journey leadeth to a great glacier situated in the northernmost region of the Empty. I'll get us there as quickly as I can. Honey, what you doing, baby? It's time to draw out the ether. I was thinking that I should go with you this time. I want to be the vessel for Shiva. No, you don't. Being still and passive by nature, ice is the element that is the most strongly aligned to light. I'll need to get close and use my own abilities as well as Eden's to draw it out, so that the Oracle of Light becometh the Oracle of Ice? I cannot claim to be in favor of this stratagem, and yet the primal we encountered in the source was summoned in much the same manner. The inherent advantages are undeniable. Absolutely out of the question. Have you forgotten what Jolteon does to the primals we summon? I'm not about to stand by and watch as she and Rin beat the tar out of each other. In any case, the Aether only returns to the Empty once the creature's been slain, although it seems you haven't taken that into consideration yet. Presumably, there's a safe way to disperse it, but it's still far too risky. I thought you had more sense, Rain. But it's not as bad as it sounds. Were the diform entity as volatile as the primals we have previously summoned, 'twould be logical to assume that in her role as conduit, Reen would be hard-pressed to retain control. Jolteon would have no recourse but to defend herself by any means necessary, else her life be forfeit. I know it's dangerous, but I can't let that hold me back. Please, I've got to try. But I don't see why this is even necessary in the first place. You never had to take risks like this for the other elements. Eden possesses almost infinite power, but what would happen if it began acting without my intervention? If it started to feed on the Aether, just like other Sin Eaters, it would undo all of our hard work. 'Tis a disconcerting eventuality, and one which cannot be dismissed. I'm worried that even if we realign the elements, things will eventually return to how they were following the flood. But if I train Eden how to nurture the environment, Rather than drain the life from it, we can leave it to take care of the empty in our place. I'll channel the aether through myself and show Eden how it's done. This isn't some house pet we're dealing with. If it all goes wrong, then what? I know this all sounds like I'm taking a leap of faith, but it has been a gamble every step of the way. We've managed to come this far because of faith, in ourselves and in each other. I've made my feelings on the matter perfectly clear, but what say you, Jolteon? With my memories to guide the summoning, what could possibly go wrong? I'll hold back as much as possible. Rain, I suppose that if you've got your heart set on this, there's no point trying to dissuade you. Just don't do anything reckless, is that clear? As crystal. Wow. This is going to work, I promise. I'll make sure of it. Well, for all our sakes, I certainly hope so. Because if the primal takes over, it'll be fine with all of you by my side. I know that whatever happens, it'll work out in the end. All of us, I hope you're not including me. I can't even deal with my own problems, never mind yours. Honey. It's enough just knowing you're here. Anyway, I've decided to take a leaf out of your book. I do what I want when I want. I've made my decision, so now I have to see it through. Yes, but this is a different kettle of fish altogether. Well, the point is that this is what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to make it work. So this is how much it means to you. Oh boy. What are we summoning? Memories of Shiva envelop your mind. I don't know how, but I can see her too. This might actually work. Oh boy. Okay. If I'm lucky, this is the last one. If I'm not lucky, there's like 4 more. It's like pandemonium. I'm pretty sure it had 3 sets of 4, didn't it? Yeah, it had 3 sets of 4. This is only the second set of 4 for this. Oh boy. Okay. Well, this is either the last one or there's another set. I'm not sure which. I think that the Bahamut one had 3 sets of 4 too. Oh wow, there's already 3 DPSs and 2 healers. This might be a fast one. What are you doing? Pikachu. Pikachu. Anyway. Oh, this is that flying head thing from Palace of the Dead. Can I turn this in when I'm not that? Yay. Squawk, squawk. Met is your quota. Crates, they are full. Report to the municipal? You must hurry, you must. Okay, so my goldsmith is now 25. How did I manage to get all of them with no experience inside whatsoever? Okay. That's nice, and just turning it in got my culinarian some experience. How much more do we have to... the pixies. I need to bring my crafters up so I can get the Moogles. I think you have to be like level 50. Vanavanu Vath, and I think the Moogles are the other one. What's the word? Vanavanu Vath, Moogles. I haven't friended anything in... Stormblood. Yeah, I don't have Stormblood and I don't have any in Endwalkers. I think the elephants are either gatherers or crafters, I'm not sure which. Okay, so the Ixol... I need... Oh, 360. So I need 118 more points for the Ixol. Since we're working on crafting anyway, we might as well just... Oh, I've reached the maximum quest. I can only take one at a time, apparently. Apparently, I need to clear my quests.
On the power of Shiva.
Control! You've got to stop her!
Oh boy.
You would stoke the fires of conflict. The light shall usher in peace. Grant me strength. Shatter. Freeze.
I don't know what that means. Ow. Oof. That was close. The light shall usher in peace.
impudence!
Ow. Well, I brought back one person before I died.
Tranquility must be restored to the land!
Okay. Ow. That hurt. Wow, we wiped. Oh, those are cool shotguns. What's the triangle for?
Fools, you would stoke the fires of conflict. The light shall usher in peace. Resplendent ice, grant me strength.
Sad we gotta beat the snot out of her to get her to be able to probably take control of it.
Shall freeze.
Ow. I got distracted. I didn't finish my casting of the earth magic. Annie, you're so cute. Ow! I need help.
The light shall usher in peace. Such impudence!
I can't move. Ow. Okay, so when she does the light shall usher in peace, I guess we need to move away. I guess we can't do anything.
Tranquility must be restored to the land.
Okay. Okay, now we made it to this part and everybody's still alive. Now what? Summoning anything. We want to keep the elements of food.
Consume you. Splendid eyes. Grant me strength. Shatter.
Yeah, she's bouncing between light and ice. Ah! Oof. That was close. So essentially we beat all the elements. They combine ice and light together as well. So fire and wind, like an ice. Oh god, I didn't see that coming.
The light shall usher in peace.
Ah.
gotcha! I want to see what tomorrow will bring!
That's different. Trophy! I got a trophy! Trouble in Paradise. That's different. Eden's verse complete. Okay, I need that. I'm gonna pass on everything else. Oh, I think I had her in the last one too. Aw, I didn't get it. I wanted the minion! Now I have to run this again to get the deck on minion. Yeah, and Friday. Saturday I'm night call though, so I might have to work 5 to 8. You were there. I heard you. What happened to Shiva? Is she still in control? No, she's gone. But Gaia... What? That hammer, it matches your dress. Huh, I see you're back to your normal idiotic self. She dropped the hammer like, I don't care about the... why am I holding this hammer? Look, isn't it pretty? Maybe we could take it with us. Ice tends to melt, you know. Not this sort. Well, if you say so. Anyway, it might even make a nice necklace. That's a brilliant idea. Well, they seem to be getting along well now. Wilt thou not rush to her aid? Perhaps I'm getting slow in my old age, because it would seem Guy has beaten me to it. To think that she would be the one to break the ice. They may have gotten off to a rocky start, but I think they'll make quite the pair. Is that a hint of melancholy I detect in thy voice? Something akin to a pining mother bird whose chicks have flown the nest? Father bird, if you don't mind, but you're not entirely wrong. Still, when the day finally comes to say goodbye, it heartens me to know she won't be alone. After that, we can go to the second serving for coffee biscuits. She's still on about the coffee biscuits! Fine, you win. And if they're anything less than perfection itself, I'll never let you live it down. If they're not to your liking, there are plenty of other things to try. I suppose we both deserve a little treat after all that hard work. We certainly do. There we were, laughing as if we had not a care in the world. Fleeting though it was, in that moment I was content. But my life was never meant to be so simple. This makes me think there's 4 more. I guess we'll find out. I'm so sorry, everyone. I clearly have a long way to go before I can handle that kind of power. But we achieved what we set out to do, as I had faith we would. So without further ado, let's return to camp and admire our work. Oh. Aim. Oh, look, there's grass. It's life. So after we did the ice element, grass grew. That's interesting. Interesting. Well, there's more to the story anyway. Life finds a way. Please tell me I don't have to fight Bismarck or Odin or anybody. I can feel all of the revitalized elements working in harmony. I've always believed Eden had the power to restore the empty, but I never expected it to happen so quickly. You're the one who made all of this possible. I think we owe it all to Gaia's skill with the hammer. I never did get the hang of summoning primals correctly. I'm a summoner. That last one wouldn't make any sense. We ran into a few problems with Shiva, to say the least, but the others all went more or less according to plan. That we were able to come so far along this arduous journey may rightly be attributed to thine unwavering resolve. When you said that you'd reclaim this world, you truly meant it. We're proud of you, Rain. Yay! I wonder if the effects from the rebalanced ether will spread to the rest of the empty. Perhaps we'll just have to wait and see. Besides, I'm sure we could all do with the rest. I must say, Reen, it's refreshing to see you take a more measured approach for a change. Well, if my experience here has taught me anything, it's that I shouldn't rush into things unprepared. And I've also learned that there are some problems that can't be solved alone. Hi, honeys! Are you my boy? Yeah, pretty boy. Pretty baby. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes. Lovies. Is that so? Oh, pity. Since you freed me from Yulmore, I've met all sorts of kind people who've gone out of their way to help me. I thought that I should do everything in my power to repay their kindness and make the world a better place. But now more than ever, I realize that there's a limit to what I can achieve by myself. Honey, you pretty boy. Even though I was able to summon Shiva, I couldn't control such vast amounts of ether. If Gaia hadn't been there for me, I might never have returned to normal. I could say the same about you. I was trapped in a nightmare, but you freed me. It seems we're more alike than I thought. We might not be able to do everything by ourselves, but if we look out for each other, then we can face our problems together. That's if you don't mind. No, it's fine, really. If things don't work out, we can always go our separate ways. But on the other hand, if I can resist the urge to punch you whenever you annoy me, which I must say is quite often, I have no objections to staying around. You mean it? Oh, thank you, Gaia. May I suggest we continue the conversation in Am-Arang? Though the empty may now support its foliage, the land's normalization has but begun, and to linger overlong still entaileth risks. Honey, what are you doing? Is aught the matter, Thancred? Nothing you need worry about. Let's go. Okay. Is this the final quest, or... Before we do anything else, we should report to Yelford. He'll want to know how we've been getting on in the empty. Speaking of Mord Sulk, there was a snack of some sort that caught my eye last time. I can't quite describe it, but it looked squidgy. Despite a strong suspicion that I may live to regret it, I'd like to try one. Oh, I think I know the one you mean. They might not be much to look at, but I bet they taste amazing. Perhaps we could also try a pot of those jellied wrigglers, or whatever they're called. I'll even let you take the first bite. I'll even let you take the first... Ew, no thank you. First coffee biscuits, now worms in jelly? Heavens forbid the two of you might actually eat some proper food. Jolty, may I ask a favor of thee? Whilst Thancred and I return unto the Crystarium to inform our comrades of our recent exploits, I would have thee accompany Reen and Gaia to Mord Sulk. Okay. Now the question really is there a third set of 4? Or are we done? I get the feeling there's a third set of 4. trust all is well, Miss Gaia? It will be once we get out of this desert town. If I have to spend another night in that dingy little room, I shall scream. I'm terribly sorry to hear that the accommodation was less than satisfactory. I'll investigate the availability of more comfortable lodgings post-haste. Yes, I think we'll be staying in Mordzok, at least for the time being. It might take a while for me to write the report, as our expedition was rather eventful. Jolteon, I really appreciate everything you've done, and I'm sorry for all the trouble we've put you through. Still fretting about that, are you? What's done is done. Besides, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? You're right. Now how about that treat we promised ourselves? They might not have coffee biscuits here, but I've heard the regular cakes are to die for. Or was that you'll die from eating them? Only one way to find out, I guess. Oh, God. What are we gonna do with these two? I'm sure trying the local delicacies will keep us occupied between writing reports and thinking about the next plan of action. Hopefully we'll have another chance to visit the empty to see how things are coming along. And don't even think about leaving me behind. Okay. I'm supposed to have him saying that again. Good news, or at least it has the potential to be good news. I've received word from Master Jolty. Unfortunately, the message was rather thin on details. He only requested that you return to the Crystarium and meet him at the Wandering Stairs. Not the most likely of places for important meetings, but I suppose you might be able to squeeze in a pint or two while you're there. Okay. Now we're going to the Crystarium? Oh, I need to renew my quick teleport. What could Jolty have discovered that has him summoning me? And if it's not done, what else am I gonna have to fight? I still have to fight the rest of these. Is it 5 of them that I still have to do, or just 4? Okay, I guess I fought with one of them, but there's 3 others. So there were only 4. Adalbert counted as the 5th one, I guess. Where am I going? Yeah, I did the one that was the mage. I did one of the others that was... I think it was this one? Yeah, he's a brat. Yeah, I got my dancer up with Kirara? She's the only other one that's far enough to do this. So yeah, Kirara, I got dancer up, so she did range DPS. which turned out to be fighting the Makote archer. I don't know about the other two. I haven't gotten any of the healing or the tank jobs up. Where am I going? Oh, I have to go over here. Okay. Honey, are you being naughty? Voice acting would be nice. Pray accept mine apologies for calling thee hither at such short notice. The matter I wish to discuss is of considerable import. If it's that urgent, wouldn't it be quicker to use those link pearl things Reen's been telling me about? These are words best delivered in person. Meow? Did something happen to the empty? Naught that doth warrant our immediate attention. The elements are in a state of equilibrium, and the propagation of flora continues apace. So what's this about then? If thou art aware, we are not of this world, hailing from what is referred to as the source. However, unlike Jolty, Thancred and I exist only as ether given corporeal form. Our bodies remaineth on the source, though the thread that binds us to them doth grow weaker with the passage of time. And if you stay here too long, you might never be able to return. Precisely. Now with the wheels of change in the empty set in motion, we believe this a fitting juncture to take our leave. We shall but regret not being present to see the transformation reach its completion. That hardly seems worth losing your bodies over, though. If you have to go back to your own world, who are we to stop you? I always knew this day would come. You'll still have Gaia and Jolteon. I know that you'll see this through to the end together. We will. I may not be half the woman Menphelia was, but I have friends I can turn to. They might be brutally honest in their opinions at times, or prefer to save their words and let their actions do the talking, but I wouldn't have it any other way. We won't let you down. Just promise you won't transform into a crazy ice lady and try to kill me again. Though I can't say what the future might bring, no doubt Reen and Gaia will need your support in the days to come. So is this going to be another one that's similar to, like, the one with our cat friend? Where she's actually going to continue through the story? At a later date, maybe? I mean, from what I understand, further on in the story of Endwalkers, not too far from where I'm at, they're supposed to bring this up. That's the only reason I stopped doing story to do Eden, is I heard that we needed to get Eden done so that we understood the rest of the story I didn't want to get there and be like, huh? Then I'd look like a complete and total ding dong. Not like I'm already looking like that anyway, but... Alas, the mysteries surrounding the fairy are yet to be solved. Whether thou shouldst find the answers that thou seekest or nay, lend not thine ears to its honeyed words, for thy will is thine own. Never forget this. Maybe the final 4 levels is without Urianger and Thancred? Because they'll have already gone back? The fact that it's still letting me, even though they technically already went back. I won't. The time of our departure is at hand, yet know that no matter where we may be, ever shall we pray for your success. Okay, well, that's nice. Okay. So, yeah, now Yelfort is the overseer. And those 2 have gone back. So now we have to go back to Mordsoch. We got a lot done. In fact, I should be able to unlock the extremes of those soon. Okay, so if there's another set of 4, it's gonna be... Greetings, Jolty. How might I be of service? Talk about Reen's second report. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna unlock the extreme for the second part. Reen informs me that balance has now been restored to all 6 elements in the MTE. As such, representatives from the Crystarium will be making regular visits to the camp to observe any changes that occur. I shall oversee the delivery of whatever supplies they may require. Once again, Reen has kindly agreed to provide a report of your travails in the MTE, up to and including the encounter with the being known as Shiva. The preliminary verbal account left me gobsmacked, to say the least. Laurie, I finally finished. Jolty, how goes it? Actually, there was something I wanted to ask you. Don't worry, it's nothing dangerous. I was wondering if you'd like to join Gaia and I for some traditional Mordsoch afternoon tea. In the meantime, I can read through your report. Now that's taken care of, let's head over to the tea stall. Before that, there's one more thing. This concerns you, Jolty. I found this in Eden's core, and it seemed like it could be important. For all I know, it might even help me get my memories back. But when I look at it more closely, I see images of you swirling around inside it. Whatever this is, it probably means a lot more to you than it does to me. This crystal contains Eden's memories. We've seen one of these before, haven't we? Yeah, it unlocks the extreme version. As you stare intently at the crystal, your mind is overwhelmed with visions of struggles past, twisted and distorted by some unknown force. Whatever's the matter? It's the same as last time. The only explanation I can think of is that Eden's own power altered its memories somehow. But was that before or after they were crystallized? What difference does it make, regardless of how it was made and where it came from? I can think of any possible use for this thing. If you want it, Jolteon, it's yours. It looks like I was the one wasting time on this occasion. Let's go and try this tea I've heard so much about. Gaia, wait a moment. Jolteon, you're still looking a bit green around the gills, so perhaps you can join us next time instead. Anyway, I'd best catch up with Gaia. While this crystal may not serve as an accurate record of your battles, it provides a glimpse at what might have been. It could even help in mentally preparing yourself for foes you have yet to face. Since it contains images of you and your exploits, it seems only right that you should be the one to safeguard it. Okay. He's kind of what I did with the last one. Doggo's always stuck. She's a ding dong. You're back sooner than expected. Is everything all right? Oh dear, that's rather unfortunate. I dare say it's something jolly important for them to leave in such a hurry. In any case, I wish them the best of luck, wherever their work may take them. I shall remain here and hold the fort, as it were, and make the necessary provisions should any further forays into the empty be required. Safe travels, Mr. Jolteon. I got an orchestration roll! Yay, music! And yeah, it looks like there is a third set of 4. Maybe. Jolteon, so the rumors of your knack for being in the right place at the right time are true. You see, we've just completed our preparations for another expedition into the empty. Miss Reen and Miss Gaia agree that it's high time you all went to see how things are coming along. So I must say, being at their beck and call night and day does test my patience on occasion. Well, well, fancy seeing you here. Jolteon. We were just getting ready for another ride on the Sky Slipper. Care to join us? Yeah, I guess so. There was one other thing I should mention before you depart. Now that the situation in Yulemoor has settled down somewhat, my associates have made some headway in investigating your past, Miss Gaia. Is that so? I thought that's what you wanted. So did I. But I quite like the way things are now. Digging around in my past might, I don't know, spoil it somehow. Besides, uncovering the truth behind the voice in my head and my strange powers is bound to be more interesting than whatever life it was I had in Yulemoor. I understand. We'll find the answers together, just like we do everything else. Did you make that necklace? How are the coffee biscuits? Make the necklace? You mean from the ice crystal we found after the battle? I was sure it would have melted by now, but it seems Reen was right. And yes, we had it made into a necklace. She insisted that I have it, even though it doesn't suit me at all. Still, I suppose it makes a nice memento, so I keep it somewhere safe. Oh, come on, Gaia. It'd look lovely on you. Wait, you're not embarrassed to wear it, are you? Don't be silly, of course I'm not. In any case, I wouldn't want to lose it while we're in the empty. Unlike the coffee biscuits you brought along, I can't just go and buy another one. They were supposed to be a surprise for Jolteon. And in case you were wondering, I haven't been neglecting my training. I wouldn't want my skills to get rusty because Thancred's not around. I'm ready for whatever lies ahead. And just don't turn into Shiva again. Urianoshe would also be pleased to hear you've had your head in those fusty old tombs. I've even done a bit of studying myself. After all, it's up to us to take care of the empty now. Well, I guess they get along fairly well. Now what? Looking forward to seeing how things have changed since our last visit. Come on, let's head over to the derrick. I should probably end the episode after we get there. I might be done streaming for now. Bam, 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 bam. But we did do a lot. We got a lot done. Look, we're both flying. My husband's playing Pandora and I'm playing Final Fantasy and we're both flying right now. That's great. What, a barrel roll? No, I can't do a barrel roll. I don't suppose you fancy taking the helm this time. Okay, I got it. Wait, I'll pilot this time. Oh, I didn't realize you knew how. While you were off training, I was practicing with another sky slipper they have at the Crystarium. Really? That's fantastic! Hardly. You've been pulling more than your own weight, and I just wanted to do what I can to contribute more. So you two can sit back, relax, and leave it to me. Oh god, she's gonna be a hellion at the wheel, isn't she? There's no need to look so apprehensive, you know? Let's get going, shall we? Okay. She seems to be doing okay. And again, there's not really anything to run into. It's so strange suddenly seeing you at the controls. Why didn't you tell me you'd been practicing? I thought I'd surprise you, that's all. Well, consider me surprised. All this time I thought you were only good for smashing things with your hammer. Huh. Bring that up again and you can walk the rest of the way. I'd best behave. I wouldn't want to get stranded at the empty and miss the festival. Ah, I suppose this is the first time you would have heard of it. We haven't exactly been keeping it a secret, but it's still in the planning stages. You see, the return of the night sky has brought lots of changes, and while everyone is glad, the reality is it's also been quite stressful, having to adapt to a new way of life. Seeing how hard our elders are working to keep the Crystarium running, youths like myself came up with the idea of hosting an event as a way of expressing our appreciation. Yay! Once we return from the empty, I'll be helping as one of the organizers. Party! I'd be happy to help, provided I'm suitably compensated. I'd offer to help, but I think you have everything well in hand. We'll do the second one. I wouldn't be so sure about that, but I'd try my best to make it a success. If everything goes well, all you need to do is turn up and enjoy yourself. Yay! Party! Party! How about you, Gaia? Would you like to help with the festival? Oh, what's that? I haven't been listening. My leg is cramping up a bit. Piloting this thing must have made me more tense than I'd realized. Then let one of us take over. No, I'll be fine. Well, as long as you're sure. But if you feel like switching places, just say the word. Yeah, okay. No, how can this be? Oh no. Looks like the grass all died. I think that explains it. Light, does this mean there's still too much of it in the empty? I'm no expert. This might be a result of losing control when you restored the ice element. Even though I tried to use darkness to hold back the light spilling forth, it seems it wasn't enough. Then we're right back to where we started. This is all my fault. No, Reen, you mustn't blame yourself. You have returned to me. Restore the darkness while you still can. A familiar voice, an inescapable fate, the promise of salvation at the precipice of ruin. In the remnants of a lost past, I would find my truth. Okay. Restore darkness. What did you say, Gaia? Restore the darkness to the world flooded by light. And that's it. We thought we'd restored balance to the 6 elements, but perhaps they're still too strongly aligned with light. If that's the case, maybe we can set things right by using darkness. By using darkness? Are you serious? But hold on, it might actually work. Gaia, that's a brilliant idea. I wouldn't go that far. I just remembered what I learned during our adventures, that's all. But this does mean we'll need to call on your services again, if that's alright with you. But we don't have the boys to help out if something happens. We've come this far together, and we'll see our mission to the end, to Eden's core. Don't tell me we're gonna have to fight one of the dark primals. Oh, there's another person there. Right, let's get started. But, were there any primals aligned with darkness? I can't seem to recall any. Ravana? You mean there isn't one? The Ascian's god Zodiark may be suitable, but we need something that Jolty has actually encountered, and preferably defeated. I mean, I've defeated Zodiark now! Well, does it have to be a primal for it to work? If it's just a lot of darkness that we need, perhaps there are other ways to get it. You may be right. What we ultimately need is a state of highly charged darkness. Odin! It shouldn't matter what form it takes. Does anything come to mind, Jolty? Odin? Oh god, Odin Extreme? I dare say the Flood of Darkness had a fair bit of darkness. I know a few Void Scents that would fit the bill. Void Scent? The creatures I unleashed while under the fairy's control? If we were able to summon one powerful enough, it just might work. The cloud of... Oh no! Can't you begin to imagine how powerful it must... The top of the crystal tower? Really? We're gonna go with the cloud of darkness? I don't want to fight that thing again! The cloud of darkness extreme! Say we've found the perfect candidate. Oh god. But where to find a suitable place when where darkness is so strong? It won't be easy in a world flooded by light. Well, we've got the Warrior of Darkness and the Oracle of Darkness right here. It seems like a good enough spot to me. But what about the light-aligned ether that's all around us? That's where you come in. You can suppress the light while I draw out the darkness. By combining our powers, we can make it work wherever we are. Combining our powers? Yes, between us, there's nothing we can't achieve. Don't be afraid, Gaia. Okay. I'm not afraid, just very concerned that this will all go horribly wrong. Which is the same thing, I suppose. Anyway, it's certainly not easy coming up with these plans by ourselves. That's true, but when this is over, we can reward ourselves with all sorts of delicious foods at the festival. Festival? What do you mean? We spoke about it on the way here, remember? I asked if you wanted to take part. I was busy piloting the Sky Slipper, so I probably wasn't paying attention. Oh well, not to worry, we can talk about this later. Right now, we've got a job to do. They would go for the Cloud of Darkness. I'll draw out the ambient ether. And I'll shift its alignment to darkness. Now, Jolteon, focus your thoughts. Focus your thoughts! Cloud of Darkness. Memories of the Cloud of Darkness enshroud your mind. Oh God, what are they gonna make the Cloud of Darkness look like? I thought for sure fighting the fairy would give us the darkness, but maybe it just wasn't enough. Okay, well, we unlocked Umbra, so we'll have to do that next time. I'm gonna go ahead and end the episode here. I'm probably done streaming for the day, though. So, yeah, stay crazy, have a great day, night, evening, morning, whatever it is when you're watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you get notifications when I'm streaming. Check out the website in the description. My buddy Shia did a great job, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!